Hello students, in previous video we have started a topic that is element, compound and mixture. In that we study what is mean by elements and what is mean by compound. Their definitions and their properties we have already studied in previous video. Today we learn about a next fresh point, that is mixture. What is mean by mixture? Okay, you have to prepare a sarbat or bed. These both examples are the mixture, because whatever content present in your sarbat or mixture, the proportion of these components are not fixed in a mixture. Okay, so in the mixture the different components and elements are present. Means in short, the mixture is made up of one or more type of elements and compounds. For example, in your sharbat, the water is present, sugar present, salt present and lemon juice are present. Means this sharbat is made up of different compounds or different elements. Means mixture is nothing but the combination of different elements and compound. मिश्रण म्हणजे काय? मिश्रणामध्ये एकापेक्षा जास्त घटक किंवा संयुगे असतात. अशा अनेक घटक पदार्थांनी मिश्रण तयार होते. उदाहरणार्थ सरबत, भेळ ही मिश्रणाची उदाहरणे आहेत. We have already studied that the mixing of unwanted food material or substances in our food, this is called as adulteration. The adulteration of food is also one kind of mixture. Okay, we separate this adulteration in laboratory or in different method. Okay, adulteration म्हणजेच काय? अन्नाची भेसळ. अन्नाची भेसळ हे सुद्धा मिश्रणाचंच एक उदाहरण आहे. मग अन्नातील भेसळ दूर करण्यासाठी आपण विविध पद्धतींचा वापर करतो. मग याच्यामध्ये धान्य निवडण्यापासून लॅबोरेटरीमधले क्रोमॅटोग्राफीपर्यंतचे सगळे मेथड आपण वापरू शकतो. लेट्स सी सम कॉमन सेपरेटिंग मेथड्स इन अवर फूड स्टफ विथ द हेल्प ऑफ दिस चार्ट. Students, this chart is showing some methods of separating the components of a mixture. Look at the first picture. This picture is winnowing. With the help of winnowing, we can separate the unwanted particles from the crop. Look at the second picture. In that, this method is picking method. In your home, your mother picked the unwanted material present in your grains. Okay, look at the third pictures. That is filtering. Okay, in our home we also filter a tea and remove a tea powder from the tea. Next picture is about straining. Okay, in your home your mother strain your flour of jawar or wheat. With the help of this straining, we also separate unwanted material from the flour. Next method is sublimation. With the help of sublimation, we can separate butter from the buttermilk. Okay, these are the common methods we are using day to day life. Let's see this method again. First method is winnowing, second is picking, third is filtering, fourth one is straining and last one is a sublimation. These are the common method used in our home in day to day life. Means the method of separation, it is very useful for our day to day life. Here we discuss some other method used in a laboratory. Next point is method of distillation. Generally, distillation process is used for purification of impure liquids. In distillation process, the different glasswares are used like round bottom flask, thermometer, condenser, conical flask, etc. With the help of distillation, we can easily separate water in the other substances. Means distillation is used for separation of impure substances or purification of water. Okay, this process is also used in a purification of water. Okay, dear student, let's see the apparatus setting of distillation process and different glassware and different apparatus used in this process. This diagram is about distillation method. In the distillation method, it is used in purification of impure liquid. In the distillation flask, take some salt water in a round bottom flask. Arrange the apparatus as shown in figure. Start heating the liquid in the flask placed on the wire gauze. Observe the conical flask. Slowly droplets of water start flowing into it. Where did this drop come from? This drop comes from the round bottom flask and it is nothing but water. The salt water in the round bottom flask boil on heating. The water in it vaporized. When the vapor passes through an inclined tube, it gets cooled due to the surrounding cold water and condensed to form a water. Thus, the drop falling into a conical flask are of the water from the salt solution in the round bottom flask. Salt remains behind at the bottom of the round bottom flask. When all the water has collected in a conical flask, this method is called distillation. Okay, with the help of distillation, we can easily separate the water from in the solution. The apparatus, look at the diagram. These are the different glassware and apparatus are present. First one is a burner is present, wire gauze is present, tripod stand is present, then thermometer is present for measuring temperature, round bottom flask is present and condenser and water outlet tube. And for collection of water droplets, the conical flask is present near the condenser. Okay student, hope you understand the method of distillation. Now let's learn some more methods. Students, hope you understand the process of distillation. This diagram or experimental setup is useful or important for your exam. You all of you draw this distillation process in your notebook and label them properly. After distillation, the next process is method of separation using separating funnel. Okay, when two immiscible liquids are mixed each other, then separating funnel is used for this. The density of each and every liquid is different. Okay, more density liquid is settled bottom and low density liquid is settled upright position. So distillation funnel is used for separating these two liquids. Okay, let's see some pictures for distillation of these immiscible liquids with the help of this chart. Next separating method is method of separating using separating funnel. Look at the picture. This is the separating method funnel. In that the separating funnel is present. Kerosene and waters are present inside the separating funnel. Stopwatch is present for adjusting the flowing of water or kerosene present inside the separating funnel. Beaker is present for collecting water. When a mixture of two immiscible liquid is left undistributed, two layers are clearly seen to have formed. The heavier of the liquid remains below and the lighter liquid floats on it. Two liquids in a mixture can be separated by making use of this property. Okay, this method is used for immiscible liquid separation. Let's see the procedure of this experiment. Pour a mixture of kerosene and water into a separating funnel with its stopcock closed. Close the stopper. Fix the separating funnel firmly on the stand. Leave the mixture in the funnel undistributed for a while. Water will remain below and kerosene will float on it. Now without shaking the funnel, remove the stopper, open the stopcock, collect the water at the bottom of the funnel in a beaker. Close the stopcock when all the water is collected in the beaker. Now kerosene and water are separated. Okay, with the help of this funnel, we can easily separate the immiscible liquids present in a funnel. After separating funnel, the next method is centrifugation. The centrifugation is also used for separating different constituents or elements present in the liquid. In the centrifugation, one kind of machine is present and they revolve in a specific RPM. RPM means what? Revolution per minute. Okay. Whenever these tubes are circulate or move around, the higher density particles settle down at the bottom of the centrifugation. This centrifugation you have to also see in your village dairy. Okay, with the help of centrifugation process we can separate different constituents present in milk as well as in our blood. Okay, let's see more about the centrifugation machine with the help of these pictures.
Students, these pictures are centrifugation machines. The electrical centrifuge, manual centrifuge. Okay, these centrifugal machines used in different laboratory as well as in our dairy also. Turbid water, ink, milk, buttermilk, blood are the mixture of liquid and insoluble solids. When the turbid water is kept undisturbed of a while, the soil particles in a slowly settle into the bottom. The particles of milk or ink, however, do not settle even on being left undisturbed. This is because of the particles of the solid in such a mixture begin very tiny and light, remain evenly distributed in the liquid. These particles cannot be separated from the liquid even by methods like filtration or settling. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, काही द्रव पदार्थामधली घटक इतके लहान असतात की त्यांच्यामध्ये सेटलिंग ही मेकॅनिझम होत नाही. मग अशा अन्नपदार्थामध्ये घटक वेगळे करण्यासाठी सेंट्रिफ्युगेशन मशीनच्याद्वारे त्यातले लहान लहान घटक सेपरेट आपण करू शकतो. How will you separate such a solid particles from a liquid? In the laboratory, the centrifuge machine is used to separate solid from a mixture of a liquid and solid. It consists of a disc which rotates like a fan at greater speed. There is a provision to attach test tube at a rim of the disc. When a tube attached to the disc rotates at high speed, a force is generated with a push the particles away from the center. As a result, the solid particles in the mixture in the test tube collect at the bottom of the tube and thereby separated from the liquid. Okay, in that manner the centrifugation of given liquid is take place. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, सेंट्रिफ्युगेशन मशीनमध्ये ज्या पद्धतीने आपला पंखा फिरतो त्या पद्धतीनेच टेस्ट ट्यूब फिरवले जातात. जास्त वेगाने टेस्ट ट्यूब आणि टेस्ट ट्यूबमध्ये असणारा द्रवपदार्थ फिरल्यामुळे त्यातील वजनाने जड असलेले पदार्थ हे त्या परीक्षा नळीच्या तळाला बसते आणि घनतेनुसार या पदार्थांचे सेपरेशन त्या परीक्षा नळीमध्ये होते. या पद्धतीने सेंट्रिफ्युगेशन ही प्रक्रिया पार पाडली जाते.
The next method of separation is chromatography. If two or more substances are dissolved in a small proportion of in a same solution, these substances are separated each other with the help of chromatography process. In this, the chromatography paper is used for separation of different pigments. Okay, dear student, this chromatography graphic separation used in our laboratory for detection of protein and different molecules. Let's see the picture of the chromatography paper and understand how this procedure is done.
Students, if two or more substances are dissolved in a small proportion in a same solution, these substances are separated from each other by means of chromatography. This method is used in pharmaceutical science, factories, scientific laboratories for detecting new ingredients and for identifying separating component of a mixture. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, क्रोमॅटोग्राफीचा वापर वेगवेगळ्या प्रयोगशाळेमध्ये केला जातो, जेणेकरून एखाद्या पदार्थामध्ये असणारे विविध घटक जसे प्रोटीन्स असतील किंवा वेगवेगळे व्हिटॅमिन्स असतील ते शोधण्यासाठी किंवा आयडेंटिफाय करण्यासाठी क्रोमॅटोग्राफीचा वापर केला जातो. पुस्तकामध्ये तुम्हाला क्रोमॅटोग्राफीची प्रोसिजर दिलेली आहे. आकृतीमध्ये पाहिला तर पाण्यामध्ये क्रोमॅटोग्राफी, ज्याला फिल्टर पेपर असं म्हटलं जातं, ते ठेवलेलं आहे. त्याच फिल्टर पेपरच्या तळाशी स्पॉट ऑफ इंक दिलेलं आहे. त्यानंतर हे क्रोमॅटोग्राफी पेपर पाण्यामध्ये ठेवले जाते. पाण्यामध्ये ठेवल्यानंतर जसजसं फिल्टर पेपर पाणी शोषून घेईल त्यानुसार इंकमध्ये असणारे म्हणजे शाईमध्ये असणारे सर्व घटक पदार्थ त्याच्या घनतेनुसार त्या क्रोमॅटोग्राफी पेपरवरती वेगवेगळे काय होतात अरेंज होतात की ज्यामुळे त्याच्या कलरवरून आपण तो घटक प्रोटीन आहे का कोणता फॅट मॉलिक्यूल आहे हे आयडेंटिफाय करू शकतो. इन दिस मेथड ऑफ सेपरेशन कॉल्ड क्रोमॅटोग्राफी, two properties of substances are used. These are the solubility of the substances in the solvent that moves up and ability the substances to stick the stationary filter paper. These substances, as a result, all the component of a mixture do not rise all the way to upper end of the filter paper but remains behind the different height. ओके विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, जसजसं त्या मॉलिक्युल्सची म्हणजे त्या शाईमध्ये असणाऱ्या विविध घटकांची किंवा एलिमेंट्सची घनता असते त्यानुसार क्रोमॅटोग्राफी पेपरवरती हे मॉलिक्युल्स वेगवेगळ्या हाईटवरती किंवा वेगवेगळ्या पोझिशनवरती अरेंज होतात आणि अरेंज झाल्यानंतर जेव्हा हा क्रोमॅटोग्राफी पेपर पाण्यातून बाहेर काढला जातो त्यावेळी त्याच्यामधली घटक मूलद्रव्यांचा अभ्यास करता येतो.
Dear student, hope you understand all these points. Today we are learn mixture. What is mean by mixture? The mixture is made up of one or more elements or compounds. Okay, the proportion of elements present in mixture is not a same. The different methods are used for the separating mixtures, that is picking, winnowing, sublimation, straining, etc. After that we see the different methods of separation, that is distillation process, the method of separating using separating funnel, method of centrifugation, method of chromatography. Okay, today we have to complete this topic. Okay, all of you solve exercise in your notebook and also solve some question given in your mobile screen. Okay, see you in next video with next topic. Thank you.